terrorist attack that we've been talking about, and worried about, that the intelligence community has assessed, has undertaken an attack by a group known as ISIS-K. Took the lives of American service members standing guard at the airport and wounded several others seriously. We have so much to do. It's within our capacity to do it. We just have to remain steadfast. Steadfast. Ladies and gentlemen, they gave me a list here. The first person I was instructed to call on was Kelly O'Donnell of NBC.
It still steams me. That day still steams me. That freaking that farce right there still steams me. Joining me now, my friend Brian Kimber, known as BK. He hosts a great podcast called World News with BK, former Air Force PJ, super ninja type. BK, man, I'll tell you, that whole Afghanistan thing makes me as mad today as it did back then. And honestly, 13 lives just chucked away. It was so cold. Does that make sense? It was just cold.
Yeah, Jesse, it was cold. It was a tragedy. I know that it could have been handled a lot differently. I don't know why we waited until the last minute like that, but I did sadly predict months before it happened that the Taliban was going to eventually take over the country, and nothing we were able to do is going to stop that from happening. The flights, the pictures we saw coming out of helicopters off the U.S. Embassy, just like in Vietnam, I mean, it was shameful. They could have prepped for this so much better than they did. Start a wind down, negotiate with whoever, but they had this stubborn insistence that the Afghan army was going to be able to hold back the Taliban. We had John Kirby, Pentagon press spokesman, like the day before the actual bombing happened, being like, well, we're not worried, everything's going to plan. And it's just it was a horrible, horrible day.